Finally, Jason Statham in a movie that's not some stupid shit.
Now, I like a lot of his stupid shit, but this is the most serious film he's probably ever been in.
Y'all got to admit, like, Jason Statham, he gets a lot of credit from those Snatch movies. And he's been riding that wave of it, even though he's been making some really dumb shit since then.
I agree with you. He's made some dumb shit, but I think he's got good taste for dumb shit. Sometimes dumb shit is fun. I think the
Uwe Boll
Transporter is
movie?
fun. Well, come on now. Lots of good actors have been in Uwe Boll movies. That's just about making a quick 20 grand because you got a day off. We all know that. Even Uwe admits that.
Well, come
But
on.
No, Statham likes doing the action movie. He doesn't make any apologies for it, and he doesn't. The movies he's been in on the whole have been fun. I mean, like, I love Crank. It's stupid as hell.
Okay,
but
take
I
it back.
love it.
I'm thinking about Transporter 2. Even for me, Transporter. You didn't see War.
I didn't see War. I'll hand that to you. But I can understand
What
when
is
they
it
say-
good for? Not making
Absolutely
movies
nothing.
of.
What'd you say?
Not making movies of.
As a matter of fact, when I was watching, I was like, "Good God, yo, shit!"
Well, he was offered a chance to work with Jet Li. I can kind of see saying yes no matter what the script was. It's Jet Li, man. He's the king.
Well, even Jet Li makes stupid shit when he gets there.
Oh, every time it's in his script's in English, pretty much.
because he can't talk English for one thing.
Yeah.
He
He even managed to screw up a Lethal Weapon movie. What the hell?
Oh, no, man. But I like him.
Yeah.
That dude is cool, man. I've always liked him since I saw him in
The Pink Panther.
No, was he in the Pink Panther?
Yes, he was.
Oh, Jesus, that's another one.
Jet Li?
No.
I'd like to see that, dude.
No, Jason Statham was in. Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God. Statham. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a big role in the Pink Panther.
Oh my God,
I
he
didn't
just-
even know that.
well,
I
yeah,
can't
what-
remember. I blacked that movie out totally.
I'd slap the shit out of him if he wasn't bigger than I was. But
He's not, actually. He's a pretty short dude.
Oh, okay.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, but you know how those little guys can be, man.
I know, scrappy.
Yeah, angry and scrappy.
A little bit of a
ready to fight over nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Napoleon complex situation here.
But no, I have the ultimate respect for him. Ever since I saw him in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and then to see him in Snatch.
He's got a lot of charisma, no question about it.
And I love Crank.
Yeah, Crank is so stupid. I mean, it is. It's not even vaguely plausible in any sense of the word, and yet it is just 2 hours of actually, it's like not even 90 minutes of just fun.
Yeah.
And this is like a kind of a turnaround for him. The Bank Job, the movie we actually are here to review, as opposed to what we've been talking about for the last 5 minutes.
That's okay. This is an easy edit. I can cut all that out. The first 5 minutes, snap.
Gone. It is a more serious film for him. I mean, it's not a drama per se, but it's based on actual events, and that alone kind of gets you into it. Because, it's once again, he plays the lovable anti-hero, the lovable criminal who, other people really like him. He has a wife who loves him, even if she bitches at him a bit. And he gets offered a chance to pull off the biggest bank heist anyone's ever even imagined. And he's just a small-time criminal.
Yeah, no. I mean, this is one of those movies that I like because when I think of London, I like to think of all the thugs and villains and low lives and in the deep seated underbelly of London and London. And so, and this is what this is. These guys, they're all crooks, and they get hired to pull off this bank heist, as you say.
Yeah.
Except they don't know that they're being hired for another ulterior motive. And that particular reason, once they think they successfully pulled off the heist, they don't realize that because of what they found in all these lock boxes.
Yeah.
That they put themselves in much greater danger than they ever could have imagined before. They have not only the thugs and gangsters of London on their asses, they have black, what would you call them? Black Power movement people going for them.
Black Panthers or whatever.
The London equivalent of Black Panthers, except, the differences between the two is that I guess these guys stop at noon for tea or something.
The guy's actually called Michael X.
There's a dude in there, led by a dude named Michael X. and keep in mind that these are apparently based on real people.
No, yeah, there was really a Michael X. Right?
and then, but not on top of that, if that wasn't bad enough, they also have nobody can decide if they're MI5 or MI6 on their ass too.
Yeah, no, there's it's not as convoluted as it sounds. The thing is, I know it sounds really complicated, and it's not even as complicated as Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. On the whole, it's very straightforward. You probably could have cut out some of the subplot stuff a little bit, but it gives it all a nice little velocity. It's got a lot of nice back and forth. It's got a really good soundtrack that's real snappy. It's got a good sense of humor about itself, but it doesn't sacrifice some honest to God good dramatic moments. And best of all, it's got titties. Lots of titties. It's funny to think about it that way.
No, I mean, early on in the movie, they got bitches topless, bottomless, going down, going up, doing all kind of stuff.
The
And I'm like,
swinging 60s or whenever the hell.
well, this was in 1971.
okay. Swinging. Well, come on, 71, swinging 60s, same difference.
Except there's a difference between 7 and 6.
Well, I'm just saying that they were still having free love in 71.
And even bigger difference between 60s and 70s. 10 years.
Is there 10 years between 69 and 71?
There's 2 though. That's a big
Where
gap.
you went to
That's a
school.
big gap.
I mean, I'm never good at math, but I believe that's a big enough gap right there. But anyway, nah, man, if the plot is too convoluted for you, then your horny ass is just gonna be turned on by the scenery because there's a lot of fine ass girls doing a lot of things in this movie.
I said there's funny people in this doing funny things. It moves fast. It moves by fast, and even the points where you don't really clearly understand what's going on, it goes back over it. I mean, it shows you what's going on enough that if you miss it at first, you figure it out.
It's funny because so many movies nowadays are just so set up to like tell you everything that they've already told you that I think people zone out a lot of times through the first part of a movie because like it'll get wrapped up later.
No, and this movie is so well directed. I can't remember who the guy is that directed this movie, but
Robert St. John Smythe.
Yeah, Michael X.
Michael X director.
Oh God, I don't know what's wrong with me, but this movie, being that it took place in 1971, it didn't go overboard with trying to remind you that it was the 70s.
So it wasn't like an Austin Powers where you're
No,
we get it.
No, these guys weren't a bunch of real popular, cool club people. It could have been 10 years after that.
Yeah, you really couldn't tell except for the soundtrack. Now, I wasn't in London in 71, so I don't know.
And the boobies.
And
You were though, Martin.
Yeah,
you were Leon, right?
Wait, say it again. Let me back this up.
You were Leon, right?
Oh, that's him messing with you. I didn't say nothing.
Messing with he was in swinging 71 London with the Velociraptor.
But I tell you what though, man, you talking about breasts and boobies and titties. One good thing about that is that they're timeless and they're very international.
You should say that in a classy British voice and sell tea with it or something.
Yeah,
or cognac.
Or boobies.
Yeah, exactly. Get your boobies. Let's get your boobies here. But very international and timeless. But in addition to this movie not having too much 70s iconography in it, it's also just real tight, man. It's a good script. I mean, this is a really good caper movie because it starts out kind of comedic, and and it changes tones along with how much danger these guys get into. Because when they're doing it, they're thinking, yeah, we're going to get away with it. Yeah, this is cool. And then they do get away with it. And that's when the movie kicks off into overdrive where it's like, okay, now they're really in trouble. Yeah. And that's where they start burning people's feet off and people getting shot and killed.
Damn.
And movie ain't funny no more. I mean, you ain't laughing. You're like, you looking at them like, oh shit, how you gonna get out of this one?
Yeah, because it makes you like these people, and it actually gives them enough depth. Not too much that's like unnecessary, but enough that you feel like they're real people, and that they're kind of your buddies, even. You know what I mean? Like an Ocean's 11 type of feeling. But then they start like burning their feet off and stuff. You're like, oh, dude.
Yeah, like, man, these guys ain't fucking around because one of the villains in here, you kind of start out liking him. He's like kind of a porn king, and then you realize like, damn, he's like Michael Jackson. He's dangerous. Yeah. So it's like, but no, man, Jason Statham though, as much as we're talking about Statham, however you say his name, as much as we're talking about he's kind of shifting gears in this movie from trying to be the action hero, there is a part near the end of this movie where you could tell he slipped right back into it.
Yeah, it's like Christopher Walken with dancing. They're going to throw it in the movie somewhere where Jason Statham does something action star-ish.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said he wants to be the British Sylvester Stallone. He said he wants to be the British Sylvester Stallone. I cannot say this word.
Can I help you out?
Yeah, he wants to be the British Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
I thought I saw a Leon cat.
Yeah, you kind of sound like Sylvester Stallone trying to say it.
Well, like Sylvester the cat.
But there was a scene you could tell like he was supposed to probably catch this old dude and turn him around and have one last word with him. He's supposed to be like, you did all this. Oh, damn it. You did all this. You started all this. And you can tell he's just like, you fuck it.
Line.
Like he forgot his line. He just, I'm gonna punch this motherfucker. He's like, and he turns into like stuff where he was like scared of the gangsters where they came and attacked, and he was like, oh guys, come on, I have his money, please, just don't hurt me. At the end of the movie, he's like beating the shit out of everybody. He's like kicking people, headbutting them, doing karate chops. I'm like, Where the fuck did this come from?
They sound like Ben Foster and Alpha Dog. He just walk around beating everybody's ass. Who's there? You're like, what's this scene got to do with the rest of the movie?
Man, we're gonna get off topic here for a little bit because I do want to. I just want to talk about that because that scene made me laugh so hard. For those of you who listen to the audio of this, we're gonna cut it out in the video. But if you're listening, man, go rent Alpha Dog for just this one scene. What's his name? Foster?
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
was
walks,
second in command in 310 to Yuma.
Yeah, that dude. He walks into a party full of Asian people who you know can't fight. And just beats the whole fucking room.
Yeah, it's a party full of teenagers. The women, the guys. He just stands there kicking everybody's ass with kung fu. And they just run up to him. And he just beats them down. I was like, this is like a scene of Batman going on the waterfront looking for where's the penguin? Pow! I want some answers. Bang!
Except it's a room full of Asian kids who.
Yeah.
One of them tried to fight. One of them did.
One of them did try, yeah.
And got his ass kicked, and that's when everybody should have backed the fuck up. But he walked out the room, and the room was carpeted with little Asian people.
Get out of my way, you yellow belt motherfucker.
Yeah, he just come in, he just asks a question. Where is he? And it's like, get the fuck, you're crashing our party. Bam, 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 bam. So, anyway, back.
Sitting around doing karaoke anyway.
I ain't doing nothing. Anyway, back to this movie. Nah, that would probably be my only complaint is that, that's not so bad. When the only complaint of this is that Jason Statham
does a little bit of action. I mean,
Jason Statham can't keep from doing karate and shit at the end.
He only for a split second though. Be honest. I mean there's
he,
like one chop and that's about it.
I mean, he was so strong. He was kicking bricks out of walls and everything, beating people down. But really, no, I give this movie full price, man. It's a real tight movie.
Me too. This is a lot of fun, and it came out of nowhere because I was expecting at best another Statham movie like Crank or the Transporter, where it's totally preposterously stupid, but you laugh and have fun with it anyway. But wow, who knew this was actually going to be just a darn tight, good crime caper?
You say darn tight.
Darn tight. Hey, honey, you're darn tight.
By cracky.
Yeah. By gum, this movie is the cat's meow.
I loved the hooligans in this one.
Egads and odd bodkins.
Odd bodkins.
You're so polite, man. I should take you to my next Black Panther tea party.
My, you fellows are some upstanding citizens.
Corey X? Who's the little white man you brought with you?